I need it. Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for asking me to speak at this training. No regrets. And I have to have a special thank you to my special premier family that will be very nice tonight that came to hear and listen to me. My story is this. Aren't you my time person? All right. I had never heard of Premier. And my family was raised and the kids grown and gone. And I thought, you know something, I'm looking at something part-time. Didn't know where I was going to end up, had no clue. Trust me, no clue. I was invited to one show and I'd never heard of it. Couldn't make it to the show, so I ordered some jewelry from that show. Liked what I saw. Was invited again by that same person, and I thought, okay, I better go this time. She's asked me twice. So I felt a little pressure there. So I went to that show, and Liz McKee was a jeweler. She was doing that show. To this moment, I've only been to one show. That was hers, one show. And she gave a presentation, and I thought, is she like speaking to me? No, who hired her? Because she's doing really good. I thought, man, if I have to digest what she's saying, I need to go to a presentation. I need some more information to see if this is going to be for me. I wanted something part-time, but I wasn't computerized, as we knew. I wasn't computerized. I kept explaining for my husband, go do your computer thing and leave me alone, and that was it. Okay? So I was headed, where do you go if you don't run a computer? You can't even go to the car wash and work at a car wash if you don't need a computer, okay? So I said, I'm going to Wally World. I'm going to be the world's greatest greeter that Walmart ever heard of. And you know, I would be good. Because everybody comes 3 days a week, for sure, 3 times a week. You get to know them, they become your family. And then you stay on stuff and just get over there now, So I would be good at that. But I heard this, and I said, I heard the presentation, and I had to check it out. Cal, my husband, who is my best supporter. Hello, Cal. How are you, honey? He's in Ohio. He guided me in tonight. GPS sign, my Mac was in my lap, and my husband on the phone. So, I had it. It was fun. But we were leaving for Cancun very quickly. I think the next 2 days we were leaving on vacation. And Linda said, I'll be right there. One-on-one coming up. So she came and did an OP at my house, and I said, we're leaving in the morning. It was kind of a rush type thing. And she said, I said, can I take a catalog with me and a copy of the contracts? And she said, yes, you can. Here they are. So I went, and here I am in Cancun. Who is going to be in Cancun on the gorgeous balcony with the ocean in the view with their nose in catalog? I was serious. I said, forget the ocean, I can see that later. So I'm studying the catalog, and my husband was studying the contracts. He goes, Linda, there are no downsides to this contract. He'd run major corporations before. He said, there are no downsides, there are no negatives. And I said, I'm good to go then. As soon as I get home, man, that lands, I'm going. So there was the training, and I went to the training. Linda had no idea that I was gung-ho. She I was very interested, but she didn't know. So I walked into the training prior to the meeting, and she says, okay, we got any questions? And I said, yeah, a couple questions here and that, little bitty things. And she goes, okay, well, let me know what you think. I said, I'll sign it. Get the contract. You got some right here? She goes, yes, I do. Let's go. So we were off and running. The worst thing that can happen is that you end up deciding this isn't for you. You don't want to do shows anymore, and then look at all the jewelry that you have. Okay, that's the worst that can happen to you. Nothing bad. Okay. Has everybody heard the story about the drowning man? You probably have. I've been hearing it a lot lately. The first boat. If you haven't, let me repeat it really quickly. A man is in the ocean. He can't swim. He's starting to drown. The first boat comes by and said, get in, we'll save you. He goes, no, that's okay. God will come along, he'll save you. All right, it says. Second boat comes up, same thing. No, God will save you. Thank you for stopping, but go on. Third boat comes up. No, I'm fine. I'm drowning, but God's going to save me. Don't worry about me, go on. So the man dies. He goes to heaven. He says to God, why didn't you save me? God said, I sent you 3 boats. Okay? All right, my first vote, this is after my kids were grown and gone. I'm very, very old, in case you didn't know.
I don't think so.
Yes, yeah. My first vote was a cosmetic company, and I've been taught not to say the names, so I'm not going to, okay? But they had a lot of the word inventory. They were after me like no tomorrow. I used their product, I used the skincare, I was a natural, you're good at this, and I'm like, but I looked in their closet and I saw inventory, inventory, inventory. What does inventory mean?
Money.
My money. To that, I said, no. You know how fickle us women can be? You know, how many shades of red are there? You gotta have them all to make everybody happy, and then they reorder. So I said, not for me. Second vote that came for me was a clothing company. And I won't say the name, it wasn't really well known. Some of you may know it. But I was on the fence about that one too, and for some reason, just didn't do it. So my third vote was Premier. Linda did the presentation, and I did my homework, and I said, I am not passing up this opportunity again. This is for me. The worst that can happen is I look good in jewelry. Here I am to talk about it. I was asked to speak on how I run my business and what I'm doing at my show. There's a little joke. I do consider myself a newbie. But Linda McKee won't let me get away with it. She goes, you're not a newbie. So I'll share what I do, and some of it you may like, some of it you may not, so you be the judge. But this is what I do. I'm coming up on my 2-year renewal, and I really will renew.
No newbies at 2 years.
That's right. I still have a great deal to learn, but I'm willing to share everything that I have experienced for some. I said about it. Okay, next. Okay. Be sincere, be yourself, and be real. Okay? You need to do that. I've always said, people tell me in my shows, you are all about this, and you are real, and I believe you. And when I say, put this on, you look fantastic, they believe me because it's real, it's true, okay? Believe in your product. In your handbook, you will see, believe in the product, believe in the philosophy, the purpose, and its objectives. If you haven't read your handbook in a while, get it out. It is your friend. Read your handbook, okay? And then combine it with all the things you learned from other people and their experiences and what's on the website. Get it back out and read it. The comment I hear the most from my shows is, I love your presentation. Your enthusiasm is unbelievable. And I don't know why I come across like that. It's just, I really do believe in the product and the philosophy, all of it. So you have to be excited. You have to use that word, excited. You have to be excited. If you stand in front of them and go, yeah, that necklace really looks great. You know, it could go with that color, it could go with that color, and you lost them. You have a girl standing up here in a model and say, don't you look fabulous in that color? Do you know how many other things this would go with? And that's the way I carry all of my presentations. Is with a little, ooh-ha-ha. Okay. Tracy always uses, at her training, she always says the word excited. If you listen, she will always say, isn't that exciting? You know how she bounces her just, isn't that exciting? Isn't that exciting? It is. It works, doesn't it? I love her for that. That's wonderful. Because the business is exciting. Remember when you first received your first jewelry? Or your first presidential kit, think back how excited you were. You couldn't wait until you tracked it, your jewelry, your mommy tracked it. Oh my gosh, I think it'll be today before to order the worst way you wanted it on you. Trophy boxes and the patents flying all over the house. That was your jewelry. You have to go back because when you get into your 100th home show and your 200th home show, another show, we do, whatever. You can't be that way. This is your business. And they want to know, what is your business all about? It can't be humdrum. It can't, or you won't sell. You have to be excited, okay? So relive that feeling that when you receive that jewelry, think, oh my God, think back. Think back. Before you get to every show, you're trying to concentrate on driving, but the other thought you have to do is say a prayer. Always, always, always pray to God, give me guidance and strength to inspire these people and share the opportunity and bring them in as your fellow, okay? And then have that feeling of excitement. So, I'm excited. If you just had a bad word with whoever at the house, you've got to get over it. You've got to forget it. This is your sole business. So make it that way. When you get back in the car and your butt hits the seat, then you can be mad again. Don't go there, okay? All right, I agree with Patty on her hostess coaching. So important. If you take time with anything, take time with your hostess. She's in the dark. You know what's going to happen at the show. You have a pretty good idea of what's going on. She has none. Okay, I'm having some ladies over and you're going to bring some jewelry in. She doesn't know all the aspects of it. You've got to take the time to sit and talk to her. And I really, really do work with my hostesses a lot. And one phone call and one trip to the